G'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here and stuff. Oh, very drippy and stuff though. These things hold a lot of drips, I guess, up here. Get all the drips off so we don't get all soaked. But anyways, thanks guys for the referral to have a look and see if I had the fuses and stuff in the box here for charging the through the trailer there, to the trailer. Yes, I don't have what is needed. I need number 9 relay, which I don't have, and number, man, cramped in there, number 21 30 amp fuse, which I don't also have. So that's interesting. In the manual, okay. So in the manual, number 9, number 21. Number 9 is a relay, trailer tow battery charge relay. Don't have it. Number 21 is the 30 amp trailer tow relay charge relay power, which I don't have. So that's kind of stupid because this has got a trailer tow package on this truck and you think that would have been installed. Why it's not, I don't know. Now, I'm presuming that all these relays are the same. Now, I'm not going to take one out and, switch it. I'm going to go probably get another one, the long square one. Don't think they give you any spares that I could shove in there, but I don't know. Some of those aren't kind of pushed in all the way either. It's interesting. So that we need one of those, and then we need. I don't think I've got any of these. I think I've got some of these little micro ones here, but not these big fat squarey guys. So I'm gonna have to probably have to go get one of them. Would probably be best to probably go to the Ford dealership. I bet you they'll charge me about 60 bucks for that though. Or something, no doubt. The Ford dealership will just tear you right off. Now, I'm just gonna double check in here, because maybe, maybe these are spares. I kind of highly doubt it, but I'll do a bit of reading here and see what we can come up with. Yeah, it looks like they're all being used, so better not start switching just to try it. I'll go get the right one. And looks like we need one of these, and it looks like these are all the same. I wish they wouldn't put them upside down. 8T2T, 8T2T, 14B, 1B4, 1B, no, 14B, I was right, 14B, 192AA. Yeah, so they're all the same, so I just have to see if I can get another one of those, and then hopefully it's not too crumbly in there, and we can just shove her in, shove the other one in, and then we'll have charging off our trailer lights. No wonder it wasn't working, eh? Holy friggin' crap. Now apparently that was supposed to be in the whatchamacallit, glove boxy thing, which maybe it was when this was brand new, and Buddy just like, who owned it first, whatever, and never put it in. But anyways, some of you were saying that this thing sounds a little loud as well. Well, it I'm not too sure if it's had the timing chain already done in it before I got it. Probably not. But apparently what you're supposed to really listen for is the rattle when you first start it up, because what is happening is the timing chain, it's, you know, like 10 miles long in there, it's got a couple of tensioners apparently on each side that are hydraulically held in place and keep tension on that chain. Well, what they were saying was happening was the hydraulic pressure was leaking out or relieving out of those tensioners, letting the chain go slack. So when you start it up, it takes a minute to get the oil pressure back up, and then those things push back out, so you get a little bit of a at the start, which I can't honestly say I've ever heard. I'm going to do a cold start here, and I'm going to have to push this thing here because it won't start with that. It's like a safety thing, right? So I'm going to okay. Right about there you hear the but you know, it sounds good. And I actually watched a couple of videos of a guy that had that when his started up, and he was mentioning the service bulletin thing for it, but his started and sounded just like mine, minus his had the when it started, but then hear how it's getting louder now. Partially that could be a fan belt. I know when it's really moist out, you can really hear it going with the fan belt noise, but I don't think that sounds really that bad. I think mostly that is the fan belt. Probably needs a new fan belt. It's got 70,000 K on that fan belt, so. But I don't know. I don't really know what to say. You can hear that noise, but I think that's the fan belt. It sounds too outside exposed for that noise to be something internal to the engine. Someone stealing my truck? Sorry, sorry for everybody with earphones on, but I'm sure you didn't like that all of a sudden. But I think that's just the fan belt noise. That's all that is. It's nothing super major to worry about, so. Yeah, I'm gonna let that run again. Yeah, it's definitely just a fan belt noise, because it was doing it there. It was cranking. You wouldn't hear that just as it was cranking, so you can hear that, and then it starts to, you know, do that noise. So, for cornflakes, who locked it? I have to do that when you start it. So, anyways, we're gonna go and get those things, but I got a little bit of work to do first before I can do that. Nothing really that you guys would be super interested in. I got to, I'm basically gonna go and pull up, remember a few years back ago we installed that 12-inch goose fence at the back there. I'm just gonna go and pull it all out again because it didn't actually work. So it's kind of an eyesore kind of thing, and actually surprisingly nobody back here's complained about it yet, which I thought was quite astounding. Something like that. Ooh, that looks freaking horrible. Oh, they complain all the time about stuff like that, or, you know, somebody's plot on somebody's plot, put something on their plot like a flower they didn't like, they'll complain about it. It's like, really? Can't do anything about it. But anyways, people complain. Some people just live to complain, and it's kind of sad, really. But anywho, I'm going to go do that, and then we'll go see if we can get these fuses and stuff. Alrighty, well, we got that cleaned up back there. Got her all rolled up. Garbage, unfortunately, because it's all like sun faded and sun brittly rotten now, so she's not much good for anything. But anyways, I got a guy coming today to haul away this scrap Jeep half, remember, from way back? Kind of a long time ago. We were working on this, and this is the one I got for, I don't know, it was fairly cheap, but oh man, it was just rotten. The whole floor was all rotten, and the whole rear end part of it was, the whole frame was all rotten. The only reason it's good up here, there's still factory paint up here, is because everything leaked up here and coated everything with oil. So there you go, oil does work. But unfortunately, as far as I know, there's probably not hardly any Jeeps ever anywhere that have not been in some swampy, muddy, watery stuff, you know, Jeep, right? Take her deep. And that's unfortunate because it just gets in these frame rails, sits in there, rots it out, and then, you know, there's nothing left of them after that. So this was where it started to get good, because it comes up and over the axle and then down, then it flared up. It was right in here and right down in here. It all rotted. So unfortunately, that is not too much good. Although the factory air conditioning in this still worked when I parked it in the bush here. But it's time to get rid of junk, you know. Yes, it probably could have been restored, but really, is it really worth putting in, like, you know, 15, 20 grand into one of these when you can buy a brand new one, all up to date for like 23, I think it is. It's not really worth it unless you're a real Jeep fanatic and you really want one of these real old ones to go again. But you know what, I don't. So because you do all that to it and you still got an old Jeep, right? Mine has had to replace pretty much everything, except maybe the powertrain. You could rebuild all that stuff. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So if I had like a way bigger garage, I might have, but this is not really meant for me working on my project. This is for the cemetery stuff, right? But if I had my own garage and stuff, I probably would have, but slowly rebuilt one of these back up, you know. But as in that, I don't have enough indoor room for everything, because the big tractor's supposed to be inside, not a Jeep and stuff, you know, blah blah blah. So, and long and short of it, I just don't have room for projects like this, which kind of sucks. But anyways, I kind of thought I did to start with, and then you know, I had to start leaving the tractor outside at night, and that just wasn't going over well. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So that's why I kind of got out of it. But also getting rid of something else here that you guys have never ever seen, because it's been sort of locked way back in there, hidden. Someone, oh geez, this has got to be 8-10 years ago now anyways, asked me, can I keep this here for a week? I'm like, sure, whatever. And it ended up a week being 2 weeks, week being a month being 6 months, a year being a year, you know. And then all of a sudden we're into like almost 10 years it's been sitting here. So I guess they don't want it, so I'm scrapping it. She's going, I can't have it here. So it is a very decrepit old tent trailer. Yeah, why they figured they needed to leave it here for me, I don't know. But she's going out now. It is totally freaking junk, this thing. It sat back there in the wet, mushy, kind of long, reedy stuff, and it just, you know, grew up over year after year after year. And you know, she's not much good. So the guy's coming with a big roll-off thing. We're gonna hopefully load all that on there for him. I don't have a very good purchase on it under there, so he might have a better method to get her loaded. But I don't know, we'll see. But I do still sort of got a bit of a purchase on it there. I could probably lift it and throw it in, but oh man, I don't know why people think he can leave it there for a week, and a week turns into almost 10 years, like whatever. So I'm also getting rid of the old Astrovan rims. These actually still have some air in them, surprisingly. That one doesn't. That one does. That one does. And that one does. Pretty good. And then I got some Jeep tires from this thing. Getting rid of them too. He's probably not going to want the rubber, but she's a one package deal. I don't have anything to take the rubber off, so sorry, bud. But yeah, they're replacements for this Jeep, I think, when I got it. They came with that, if I can remember right. So, but anyways, it's time to get rid of this junk, and it's sort of dry enough out here now that I can get the machine around here and do that. So that's kind of good. But not too sure when he's going to come, or if he's going to want me to film him loading this stuff, because I might actually have to help him load it. But maybe I'll ask him, depending if he's all right with that or not. You know, it'll be a little advertisement for his wrecking company, towing company, so he may be all for it. I don't know, we'll see. But maybe I'll just set up the camera on the tripod off the side and then go from there. But anyways, I am going to run out to, I think, Ford to ask them and see if they have this relay and this fuse, and flop that, and then we'll give her another test. Now, some of you were saying last night, oh, you didn't ground it out, that's why you didn't get anything get anything to read. I'm like, well, I grounded it out. I did, honestly, I did. There's a positive, if you look on that plug of terminal-y things there where the trailer plugs in, there's all the, you know, left turn, right turn, brakes, all that crap. Backup lights. And then there's a positive and a negative on that. And I'm pretty sure that's where the trailer charging wire comes from. And there's a negative there too for the ground. So I can show you that. We'll show you that. We're here right now. So I touched both of those and I didn't get nothing. So obviously it's because I don't have fuses and relays in there. Makes total sense. So hopefully we... Okay. So, see if I can see what we're looking at. Hang on, I gotta clean my little... There. Okay, so you can see top left, negative. Bottom right, positive. Then backup lamps, electric brakes. You know, all the other things. Right hand stop turn. Running lights, left hand stop turn. Or all those other ones. So, I was touching the positive to the negative there and I wasn't getting any readings, so... through my meter. So obviously there was a problem, but I think now we've got to figure it out here. Well, here we are at our local Ford dealership. This guy's probably going to cut out in front of me. Yeah. Oh, man, you better frickin' mash the heck out of that thing, bud. Or not, just sit there. Whatever. Oh boy. Sometimes it's hard to get out of here, so I understand. Oh, look at all the new ones. Not yet, boys. Not yet. Still got some miles to put on this girl yet. Anyways, maybe another summer, I don't know. That's a nice one. A little bit too tall though. Yeah. Customer parking. Well, I guess we'll park here because I'm a customer. Perfect, look at that. And I'm gonna park next to another EcoBoost. I think I can manage that. Okay, let's go in and see if they got really overpriced parts. Probably could have gone to the other guys in town here, but yeah, you know what? That's all right. That's all right. Sweet. That'll do. Alrighty. Ooh, I better not get hit by the snap-on guy. Snap-on guys. Coming by here. Snap-on. Man, oh man, those tools are wicked expensive. Super nice, yeah, well, I'll give them that, but... Wowee. But anyway, it's a lifetime warranty too on them, right? Brakes. Here you go. Here you go. Thanks. But I don't know. I don't have snap-on tools myself because I don't do professionally mechanically stuff like that. But I use stuff from Canadian Tire, and it's got lifetime warranty too. You break a wrench. Here you go. You know, so. But anyways, they had a fuse there, but they didn't have the relay. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and try my other guys anyways. And hopefully they'll have one in stock. Hopefully. If not, then, well, I don't know. I'll have to see if I can order one online or something, go that way and have to wait for it. But I kind of wanted to plug her all together today and try her out. Try the battery again, see if it's actually charging to the, 14,000 volts it's supposed to, right, when you're charging. So, but look at maximum speed, 200 kilometers an hour. What? Holy, but I think that's just a funny thing, actually. Funny that that's there like that. He says, our customers always come first. That's awesome, though, really. When I was just pulling out of here, I looked up at the highway there, and the septic pumping guy who pumps our poop for us every couple of years, he was just whipping by. He's actually just turning at the light down there now. I don't know if you can see that or not. He's just turning into town. But he said he got a new truck a few years ago back now, and it says septic services on the side. On the very back of the truck, he said he put a funny sign in there. I think it was actually his son that put it on there. It says, "We deliver milk on Sundays." And I thought, that's funny. Deliver milk on Sundays after all the poop's been in there. That's pretty nasty. You gotta get moving, bud, so I can get in here. Holy. Anyways, I will go check out my other guys here, see what we can get. Funny enough, there's the truck. We deliver milk on weekends. Oh, that's hilarious. Hang on, let's see if we can turn this corner and get a better shot for you. Maybe he'll get stuck at the light here. That is so funny that, you know, that's the truck. We deliver milk on weekends. Oh, that's crappy. Oh well, there you go. That's funny. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't too much good either. He didn't even know what it was at this place. So I guess I'll have to go back to Ford and get them to order it for me. It was $47 at Ford. You know, I don't really care what it, well, sort of care what it costs. It's a lot for a little wee switchy thing with a bit of plastic and some little, you know, wire end bit thingies and whatever, but you need her, I guess. So, but they didn't have it in stock either, so they'll have to order it in. So that really kind of sucks. Well, guess we'll go order it in. Anyways, I guess we won't be able to try that today because it's probably going to be, I don't know how long for them to get it there, but probably at least, you know, 7 or 8 years maybe. I don't know. I've never ordered anything from them, so I have no idea. But anyways, we'll make our way back up there, and I guess we'll put that on order. Well, look at that. Back to Ford. Again. Ford. Found on road dead. Fix or repair daily. I know all the jokes. Anyways, that big truck's still there. I think that's the same color as mine. It is. That sweet red color. Oh man, someone stole my spot. What the crap? Oh well. Okay, well that's not too bad. He says it'll be in tomorrow, so I guess it's like an overnight thing. Probably just has to come up from like the city or something. I imagine they have a whole huge warehouse of stuff down there perhaps. But anyways, yeah, so maybe while we're here we'll just peruse the used. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but it sounded good. Peruse the used. Don't seem to have so much for trucks right now. Interesting. Oh no, these are all new over here. Oh, unless they moved them somewhere else, who knows? Maybe they ran out of room and moved them somewhere else. But anyways, there we go. So I guess that ends that for today. Sorry, I wanted to really try that out and see if it was juicing, but next week we'll get into that, I guess. Oh well. Well, I guess we'll head her home and find something else to do then. Alright, well, I thought maybe we'll do a bit of work while I'm waiting for this guy to come for the scrap stuff here. We'll do a little bit of work on our resealing the plastic to the wood, but I got to do some chiseling first, so we'll do some high-speed chiseling, because that might be kind of funny actually. And here we go.
Down as soon as it hits the bed.
Hooking her up.
Watch the glass there, Richard. Jesus. Finger tips off.
Power.
Did you guys pick up the frame and steer it?
Just both.
leg. It's not as fun. Rolling your ankle. Right?
Thank you.
There she be. Sweet.
Oh, we took it. You want that cane? This one.
Alrighty, she's loaded and gone. Yay. So, let's get some more work done on here. he didn't have enough room to throw that crappy old camper trailer on. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to bring my big trailer for that thing, put her on and smash her all to bits, and then squish her down. So now I'm only going to be able to go so far here, to probably about there for right now, because I am gonna have to get this stuff down off my shelf here anyway soon, so I can maybe do it all while I got it off there before, you know, when I switch to getting the pressure washer down and, you know, putting like the sweeper and the blower and stuff up. I'll be doing that probably the next little while. So anyways, let's get chiseling some more here, and we can at least start sealing this up. I see a couple of spots where I'm gonna need to do some insulating again. They missed, like, there's a whole freaking hole right there, like right through to the chipper board. So see what I mean? Anyways, I can see already in this stuff where that phenomenon, I guess you'd call it, of sucking the air through the insulation and it's turning it black already. Up here, you can already see it happening right there. Wow, and they've taped all that too, so it's getting a bit of air from somewhere. I don't know, whatever. I can't really do too much about her, but I'm gonna try to seal this up and keep some of it from turning black. But what am I gonna do for that insulation there? I don't have anything down here like that. Well, see if I can make her work. Okay, so this is what we're going to apply: vapor and sound barrier. Acoustic seal. That's what that stuff is. So, I've also got my little hammer tacker gun. Should be good. Just want to make sure all the insulation is good. Right in this corner here. I don't exactly know where I'm going to place you folks for right now. What? Figure that out in a second here. Let's get some sealant going. And I'm going to put a fairly substantial squish of this stuff down. I gotta get something just to puncture inside of this thing. Alright, maybe starch is about there somewhere. And I'm kind of a guy that likes to start from the left and head to the right. This, of course, is starting from the right and heading to the left, but I'm going to do it backwards. And I'm going to go up a little bit onto the beam. This stuff's like shooting elastic bands out. It's weird stuff. Yeah, this would be a good time for an air-powered gun. That's alright, it'll work. Okay. Whoa. Holy cow, it's like really stringy boogers. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay, so I've got to do up in this corner yet too, but I don't know if I've got enough left in this. Yeah, it's like weird. It's like elasticy kind of stuff, but hopefully it works. Maybe it goes like a gasket material or something. Oh. Well, I don't know if that's such a good idea because I'm hitting it now and it's punching through. It's punching through and leaking the glue out. It's definitely working though. It's too bad it wasn't a clear stuff. Okay, so there's the first run done. That's pretty sweet. And I'm almost out of stuff here, so we'll switch you guys around. And we'll go that way. Okay, round two. Or tube two, I guess. Tubes, ha, tubes, ha, tubes two. That's hilarious. Okay. So I want to do a bit up here. Probably supposed to do all the beans with this stuff, really. I don't know. Definitely really stringy, gooey stuff, though. Okay, watch this, ready? Yummy! It's like bubble gum. Bubble gum is yummy. It's better if I push it all in first and then hammer it down. Wow, there hasn't got any nails. And hardly any of this. Dang, I should have just done it myself, I guess. you guys might need a reposition. Get you a bit closer maybe. I'm kind of having to keep you sort of back a wee little bit, right? So go a bit higher too. There, okay. Okay, we're pretty much to our corner there now. We need some more goo. We're almost out of, we'll have to switch again here. Here we are going from right to left again, but anyways. Okay, so that one's not going to quite fit, so I got to put a little bit higher here. That beam. I'm going to do some on this beam too. I'd say it's got the consistency of tar, actually. Tar. Oh, that didn't stick too well. What the crap? Well, that's the end of that tube. Actually, it's like marshmallow. Quite similar to marshmallow. Okay, next tube. And I gotta pierce the dewey here too. This gun doesn't have a dewey piercer thingy. Doesn't have a piercer. Probably don't need to do it on this ×2, but right now we'll have twice the sealer. Oh man, this stuff is gooey. Yummy! Yeah, it's like the consistency of marshmallow. Melted marshmallow. Alright, how far can you guys see over there? Not too bad, so when I get to about the center of that window, I have to move again. You know, for restoration guys that did this job, we kind of thought they would have known what special stuff to use for this job, but apparently they didn't. Am I out of ammo? Crap, I'm out of ammo. Hang on, I need more ammo. It wouldn't take too long to fire the ammo through a gun like this, does it? Okay, let's move these a little bit. Okay, that's about as far as I can get across there now. Hopefully it's all sort of held down kind of nice-ish. And makes it look like kind of HE double hockey stick, but got these black gooey lines all over the place now. But anyways, it's going to be along the bottom. And then up that roof line on the beams, which I'm going to maybe do next. And then a little bit up by the door, above the door. All stuff I'm going to have to do with the door closed, and I'm going to have to do the rest of half of that when I get all that other crap down off, you know, through the summer here. So let's close the door down. And we'll start going up top there, I suppose. Okay, well, instead of me having to move the camera around all the time here, we're just going to do our fast video thing here again, because I'm going to be having to go up and down the ladder enough to move myself around the door and stuff and blah blah blah, and up here. Pardon me, so I've already done up just here, so I got to go up across the door, down the door, around here, all the way up the side here. So anyways, we'll do a fasty time. Here we go. Oh no, this is my last tube. All right, well, that's pretty much got the bottom perimeter-y stuff of, you know, where it's going to seep through and suck dirt and air through the insulation and make a mess again. I'm gonna have to wait until I can get into my shelf. I got down to about there. I was standing on the excavator and reaching over here. Probably not a good idea, so I'll, whenever I get switching that stuff, we'll do that. Wanted to see where up here somewhere is, where the heck was it? Somewhere's letting dirt in somewhere anyways. And it could probably be in around one of these lights or something. I don't know. I am pretty much out of, whoa. Pretty much out of black goo. Black marshmallow goo. Holy crap. So, I can't really do too much more. Actually, I don't even think I can get up here. This is a long way up. This is, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foot step ladder. If you go right to the top, or I don't advise you that, I might go to this one, but not the very top. Oh, I could almost get up here, couldn't I? See, I'm kind of thinking, that's a long way up, boys and girls. I'm kind of thinking that they haven't quite taped something here. And somewhere, where the heck was it now? It started to look like it was getting dark already. So that didn't look kind of too good. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on it, I guess. I put one of these things up here. While we're up here, I'll show you. I put one of these things up here. It's one of those mouse deterrent thingies. What's going on there? And so far, I haven't seen a mouse in here. For some reason, I was getting mice in here. I don't know why, because I don't have food or nothing. But I was getting mice in here, and so I put some of that, put that thing in there. And honestly, I haven't seen one since. And that's one of those sweet, kind of goes, I guess they don't like the sound of that, so. Well, they sure put a small gear on the back of that thing. Here, I'll put you right beside this thing, see if you can hear it. Not too sure if you can hear that or not, but I guess they don't like that noise. Drives them nuts. Literally. So, that feels pretty good all up in here, I guess. I don't know, I guess they've pretty much got her. But anyways, I got a rock. I need to go dig this grave for tomorrow. Ugh. Because it's supposed to go down to -10 tonight, apparently. You can believe that. Goodness, -10 it's supposed to go down to, so I kind of think I want to do this now rather than later. But I'll give this a little clean up in here, and then I'll go do that, and we'll call her a day. Anywho, that's her for today. Thanks again for watching, of course. We'll try that next week, I guess, there with the truck thing. Put those two, slam those two things in, and hopefully they makes a charge from the rear end. Rear end charge. And yeah, I guess that's kind of why it wasn't working, right? Because we're missing some bits and pieces. Actually, the guy at the dealership said, "Oh, it should be like in a little baggie or something in your glove box or something." I'm like, "Yeah, this is I'm the second owner of this truck." So that guy probably looked at these. I don't know what these are for. Fired them out or something, because I looked at the truck, I didn't see nothing. So he's probably just scrapped them. So $45 and $2.75 for the fuse. $45, taxes included, for the whatchamacallit, relay. Whatever, and she should be good to go for that part anyways, and yeah, charge her up, away we go. So anyways, I guess that's it for today. Not too much else happening for this week anywho. This solar panel's been on here, I guess, all today. We've got a little bit of sun, but the nice sort of sun is kind of over here, you know, by the time it's good and high, but it'll get a bit of morning sun, and we're to about here. It'll still be charging a little bit there, but not with a good full sun. So I don't know, probably should be on the roof, but need one of those ones where it kind of follows the sun, you know, and it's always staying in the sun. That would be awesome, but unfortunately no. So anyways, yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. Farm Sim Saturday tomorrow, of course. I don't know, I'm honestly still not feeling it with the game anymore. I don't know, I thought maybe taking a little bit of time off it might have got me enthused again, but I don't know, honestly, it's just, I don't know, I played it too much, I guess, and hopefully 17 comes out in the next little while and then we can start that. So, but yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next week.